They think you're nuts. But what happens when the conspiracy theory guy is right? Because the CIA invented that term, conspiracy theory. It wasn't us.
Nazi, racist, misogynist, fascist. That's all lingo from them from after World War II, and they're not that creative, so they're using the same lingo. It's crazy.
When I tell somebody, do you know there's clones, and they look at me like I'm from outer space, they've been clones around since World War II, and they've got better at cloning people too. So you got to know everything you see isn't real, and some of the things that we see. And your imagination needs to open, because some of the things that are going to be revealed to us, some people are not going to be able to accept, period. Even people that know what's going on. I think, we have 6,000 cures. Cancer's been cured. Diabetes is a cure. High blood pressure has been cured. But people don't believe it. Well, you got to show me something. They can't show their hand right now, but pretty soon. What do you think, Gene?
You know what? A lot of these topics are very interesting, but some of it really gets deep here. But it is a lot of it is interesting, and
you should ask him what Donald Trump does when he sees all the people. He goes to the ones that are not wealthy and in the room and talks to them.
Really, that is. Here's the thing.
Tell us about Donald Trump.
You know what? Here's the thing about Donald Trump is that really, at the end of the day, what Donald Trump is he's a people for us. And I will say this: there's Kristen was talking about it. There's a lot of attacks on Donald Trump right now, but I will tell a story about how he was back in the room for the VIP photos. I was back there. So in a room where they're having VIP photos, it's a room with a lot of people in it, and there's a lot of celebrities in it, regular people. Donald Trump would walk into that back room, and he would bypass all the celebrities and go to the back of the room where the first responders were, the police officers, the men in uniform, and he would shake all the hands first. And when I saw that just shows me what kind of person Donald Trump is.
Wow, that's an amazing story right there. I knew in my heart he was like that. I'd be honest with you, when he spoke at CPAC, tears rolled down my eyes because we hadn't seen him in like 6 weeks. It was like I was feeling like I was looking at a higher power. And it was a strange feeling that I had seeing him that day, because he'd been missing from the news, no interviews, maybe on the telephone, but we hadn't seen his face in 6 or 7 weeks. And when I seen him, it was emotional. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I loved it. And I think America really, we all wondered what was going to happen after the election. But the thing is people are more endeared to Donald Trump now than really ever before. And people are standing behind him. And the other thing about it, we see the way America is going. We have other people that have stood up alongside of him. General Flynn, Lynn Wood, Mike Lindell, all these people have stood up in the forefront. Even Jim Caviezel, the actor that played Jesus on Passion of the Christ.
Right.
He's another one that has stood up. And I believe there's going to be a lot more, because there have been a lot of the silent majority, especially in the Los Angeles area. I believe soon that they will come out as well.
Well, the word is that he turned that state red.
I spent last 2 years. I probably spent a total of 3 months campaigning in California. And when it went blue, I was very shocked. I was extremely shocked. I thought it was going to go.
I live in Virginia, and he was up 375,000 votes. And then at 10:45 in the night, Fredericksburg dumped 450,000 votes. That's, I knew we were getting cheated on right then, because he had such a lead that could never be overcame. And all of a sudden, here comes Fred, where everything's blue up there, where the votes supposedly came from at 10:45 at night.
Well, I believe that the truth will come out. As even Flynn said, the truth will come out sooner or later, and I believe that's going to be the case.
Yeah, we're in a fight against good, against evil, and we got to stand up for it. We all got to be patriots. Like I said, we got to build it back from the ground up. And not build back better. That's not working, by the way. Being woke ain't working. We don't need to be woke. We need to wake the hell up and stand up for what you got. Become patriots. love your country, stuff like that. Love your community. Get involved with your community. That's where we're at now. And people are starting to realize that, because this fake guy on TV does not have our best interests at heart. He if he could sign away the whole country tomorrow, which he's doing day by day, he'd do it. But we know he's just signing with crayons right now. He's not in charge of Department of Defense or anything like that. But we're watching the illusion continue. How much longer it lasts, I have no idea.
Not much longer.
I don't think so either, because I thought that the Insurrection Act actually ends tomorrow. So
yeah, and there on Tuesday, which is yesterday, there were massive arrests, and you know that the Pentagon deployed 60,000 troops, 60,000 troops worldwide. Of course, you know the alliance, they're working with India and Russia and China. President Xi is Trump's friend. And so that's what's going on. And
I heard when Trump, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I heard when President Trump first came into office, he had all the documentation about the child trafficking and the murdering of children. And his first stop was Saudi Arabia. He went over there and he showed them DVDs. He showed them all kind of documentation. He says, I will expose this if we don't fix this. And they capitulated. He did the sword dance, and the guy standing in the middle of the line with the sword rules the country. Trump had the sword in the middle of the line. He runs all them countries. Where the Rockefellers used to own the banking system, Trump owns it now. He's not only saving the United States, he's saving humanity from good versus evil. That's my opinion. All them countries. When he went to India, 90,000 people in the stadium were chanting his name.
Right.
They got it on film. I mean, that don't lie. But, you know, you can manipulate film, but I think that's true. I know the sword thing is real. It happened. But, you know, it's been a battle, and this battle is the biggest thing we'll ever see, and we must be victorious. But it's a big operation, what's going on. And it wouldn't surprise me if we never see another president in the White House. That White House will be moved to somewhere else. Because it's on satanic ground. Everything in DC, our money has satanic stuff on it. It has Illuminati eyeballs on it. That's all about to change with the quantum banking system. And from what we hear, NASAR is going to come into effect, which was signed in 2000. But unfortunately, the next day, the Twin Towers got hit and all the gold was stolen. I don't know if Justice Roberts knows anything about that or not. But I heard he got a couple of $1 trillion out of the deal.
Yeah.
And I realize I'm talking a little crazy. So, but these are the things I think that are going on in the world today. But you know, that's just my opinion. And I know Kirsten's got a ton of new stuff she wants to expose to everybody and give us some intel. But I want to give Gene the opportunity to speak more because he's got another engagement in about 10 more minutes.
Yeah, and you know what? Really, the thing is, what I'm seeing on the boots on the ground out here is basically the legacy of Donald Trump is that he has made leaders into each and every one of us. Now, the thing is, to me, I see the big boys have come out to play. So you have people like Mike Lindell, General Flynn. They're out in the forefront. I tell you what, I see them out at some of these events, and there's a lot of people coming out and a lot of people excited about what is going on in America today. And what I see with that is people prepared to step up to the plate and go out there and do their part.
Yeah, here's the thing is, I feel like what you're seeing in Florida is what we could possibly see in this country with DeSantis down there, because he's like the best governor in the world, you know. And I wonder, is he being coached by 45 himself? Because he just makes all the smartest moves. And Florida should be the template for the rest of the country as far as I'm concerned, because it's like they have freedom down here and we're still holding on in some states.
Yes, actually, I just spent a lot of time in Florida. I just got back from there. I did an event with General Flynn down there and a couple other ones. You have to remember, everyone living in Florida right now, General Flynn is living down there. All the Trump, or most of the Trump children, Eric, Don Jr., Ivanka, they're all living down in Florida, made it their home. So it's wonderful. Every time I go down to Florida, all I have to do, if I'm giving a talk, is mention DeSantis, and then the people go crazy over him. So a lot of good things are coming out.
And you know, a lot of people. Oh, go ahead, Christian.
I think that Gene should show his book, if you have the book, and also talk about how the people can donate to his grassroots program.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. And like I said, I appreciate you having me on. I'm leaving in just a minute to do another event. But this is my book, Trumpography. And if you basically go to my website, geneho.com, it's mostly stories actually about Donald Trump when I was on the campaign trail with him. And the other thing is, please, guys, if you could go to geneho4mayor.com, Geneho, Geneho 4FOR mayor.com. Would love for you guys to support the grassroots effort for my mayorship.
Is that it right there?